It's Accountech Bytes, your riveting rendezvous with the latest trends from the world of accounting technology with me, Tom Herbert. And if you don't already, here's your weekly reminder to like, subscribe, or follow for more of this. Let's kick off this week with a visit to MTD Corner. And new guidance has emerged on how year-end filings will work under the government's Making Tax Digital scheme. Spoiler alert, it's going to be different. The ATT's Emma Rawson takes a look at it for us. And perhaps most important is what this end-of-year filing is going to be called under MTD. And HMRC's guidance confirms that they're sticking with the tried and tested tax return. What does the MTD tax return involve? Well, you pull in all the information you filed with your quarterly updates. You make the necessary accounting and tax adjustments. You bring in other non-MTD income and gains, either through pre-population or manually. You fire all this off to HMRC to trigger a tax calculation, but you're not done yet. If you leave it there, you or your client is getting a penalty. If you're happy with the tax calculation that comes back, you're ready to submit the return. If you're not, that's a whole different ballgame. Lots of detail around this that Emma goes into. I thoroughly recommend you take a look, and you can access that article via a link in the description. Let's head over to HMRC's Making Tax Digital software page, where they have a new software finder tool. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that the list of software available has disappeared. In its place, we have a software finder tool. Let's click on it. Bit of MTD before you start, yada yada. Find software now. Now I'm going to click that I'm an agent to bring up the full list. And here are the 30 available products. If you click individual, it brings up a few more questions to filter things down. There's been an amendment and an addition to this list since I last covered it. Dext is now solo on the list with its record keeping and quarterly update product. And as I mentioned last week, Zoho has released a free version of its Zoho books that does quarterly updates for sole traders. Darting back to that MTD software page, and we have a couple of additions to software in development, so Landlord Studio and Smart Property Manager, as landlords seem to be cottoning on to these changes. Next up, and Robin Milstead, Director of Tax at LKA and co-founder of MTD Therapy, reports that one of the software providers involved in MTD IT testing has a fault that means that Q1 quarterly submissions won't be possible until after that 5th of August deadline. As Robin said, this isn't about calling out a particular vendor, but they're all grappling with a very complex rollout and integrating their product with HMRC systems. And with 8 months to go, this is all a bit concerning. Robin has also been busy with a Freedom of Information request that states as of 9th of July 2025, Xero Making Tax Digital tax returns have been submitted. Vendors or HMRC, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure that the final tax return function exists now, let alone back in July. Anyway, you can join Robin along with Vanessa Fuller, Sarah Gardner, and Chris Downing from Sage, and your genial host Richard Hattersley in our latest MTD Accountability Club webinar. That's going live at 2 p.m. Monday, 18th of August, and you can reserve your spot here. Let's get on some new stuff now, and Xero has announced new inventory features for goods-based businesses. So over the coming months, we will see bulk inventory adjustments and a refreshed purchase order experience. Staying with Xero, and I also spoke with its UK Managing Director, Kate Hayward, for a sort of State of the Nation chat about a variety of things, including the platform's evolution, its pricing, making tax digital, and of course, AI. So thanks for your time, Kate. Now, last week I featured a fair number of updates to the QuickBooks UK platform. Here's one I didn't mention. It's PayPal Connector. So this automatically syncs PayPal sales, refunds, expenses, and transfers, captures line item details like VAT, shipping, and fees, and matches them to the correct accounts in your chart. Sticking with QuickBooks, and QuickBooks chap Aaron Patrick has posted a video about the new survey referral tool that's popped up on the QuickBooks UK platform. in the last few days. Big news from north of the border, and FreeAgent now supports CIS for contractors. So, if you are a construction industry scheme contractor using FreeAgent or an accountant supporting CIS clients, you can now manage deductions, prepare returns, and create payment and deduction statements all in one place. Continuing the CIS theme, and CIS Manager has added a timesheet import feature. So, if you're processing weekly payments for subcontractors, you can now upload a CSV and let the tool create the invoices and payments for you. Let's head over to Iris Elements quickly, and for each business, partnership, and trust client you have, you can now record their financial period end date in their Records Information tab. Quick update from cash flow forecasting and reporting tool Float, and they've just released VAT predictions for Float. So this means your VAT payments are automatically predicted using your existing Xero data. You can choose from 3 prediction models that match your planning style and get automatic updates when your cash flow changes. And here's a new feature from AI bookkeeping tool Genesis. If your cost center, project code, or tracking category isn't on bills from suppliers, you can just include it in the email body when you send PDFs to its AI bot Jack, and it'll stitch it all in. Sticking with AI bookkeeping, and Briefcase has just launched Show All Line Items. So this reveals every individual line on a document with a unique description, VAT rate, total, and tax amount. Now, July's What's New in Excel is here, although perhaps most notable is what's not there. Let's see if we can spot it. So we have compatibility versions set per workbook. Pivot table auto refresh, I mentioned last week. A new way to connect data to Excel. And you can view multiple pane sheets or workbooks side by side on Excel for Mac. What's not in this update is anything around AI or Copilot, which is interesting in and of itself. A quick one from our Deputy Editor Extraordinaire, Matthew Ord. He's gone live with the latest edition of his Progressive Firm podcast, where he discusses an M&A approach to growth with James Gosling from AJ Chambers and Tim Halford from Zenadin. You can listen and subscribe by searching for Accounting Web wherever you get your podcasts. Our Big Four giants EY and accounting body ACCA have released a joint report on how AI assessments can enhance confidence in AI. I've covered this a few times on the video, but for new viewers, this is Big Accounting's attempt to get in on the assessments of AI tools and models to make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. A nice new revenue line if you can get it. In my latest opinion piece, I asked whether AI will revolutionize the way accountants interact with their technology. Now, the latest AI gaffe is that those choosing to share their ChatGPT conversations with other team members or friends could have potentially exposed sensitive user data, as Google actually indexed those chats, meaning they were showing up in Google search results. As the register reports, that option has now been removed, but it's yet another example of the law of unintended consequences arriving in this fairly nascent piece of technology. And finally, analyst giant Forrester warns that the largest business software vendors are weaponizing AI. So, using their entrenched positions, the fact that their customers will find it very difficult to move software in order to end discounting and push high margin AI products. Kelsa Breeze. And that's a lot for today. If you liked it, please remember to like, subscribe, or follow. I'm off for 2 weeks on holiday now. No tears, but I will be back at the end of August with another video. Until then, do check out accountingweb.co.uk for all your accounting tech needs. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.